God, happy tour Thursday kickoff, psychopaths, because that's exactly what tonight is. We're down here in Richmond at the National, King Parrot, Soulfly, GWAR, and I am with a whole cast of characters right here.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
No, thank you guys for being here. Soulfly Tribe, King Parrot Tribe.
Oh, man.
God damn. How are you guys?
Absolutely excellent. So happy to be here.
It's just a bunch of family, a bunch of homies thrashing and grinding. What more do you need?
Another day above ground. Day one of tour.
Yeah, day one of tour, man. It's been fucking great so far. Like, it couldn't have gone better today. Like, the crowd was awesome. Sold out show. What else do you want? You know, it's like really awesome. So cool. And the vibes are great already. And I mean, we've toured with Soulfly a bunch before. We've toured with these guys a bunch before as well, like with the Illegals. And so it's like a big family reunion. It's really cool.
Is it really? I mean, I was just down there. I watched King Parrot grind everybody into the ground. I watched Soulfly come by and stomp the hell out of him. God only knows what GWAR's doing to him right now. This is a pretty fun package.
Yeah, man. Getting all three bands together, King Parrot from being from Australia, so I'm getting them, to come over across the world, and Soulfly getting, us with our new album coming out, with King Parrot with their new album, and the legendary GWAR, all together for 6 weeks of just rock and roll chaos, man. I can't, it's gonna be a good one. Tonight's night one, so we're just kicking it off, man.
God damn. Mike, speaking of Chama, a lot of people are out there saying that is Soulfly's heaviest record to date. What does it feel like playing those songs live? I mean, tonight you played Favela, you played Storm the Gates. What else did you play from Chama?
We actually played the title track.
The title track, that's right.
Chama tonight. And man, it's my first album personally with the band, and it's the 13th album. So I've just been calling it Lucky 13. I know it's Chama, but man, to be there for the 13th, the culmination of that time and era, it's a absolute dream come true. And it's an awesome album. Very, very proud of it. Was very fortunate to be in the room for the creation and the writing process of that album, and to be stuck in a room with Max and writing riffs was an absolute dream come true, chugging away, as Max says. And just very proud of all the work that went into that album across the board from everybody, man. And the feedback has been awesome, and can't wait to just get out there and keep grinding those tunes, for everybody on the live front, man.
Hell yeah. Chase, how about you? What's it like to play those songs live?
It's really cool. It's an honor to get to play these songs with these guys, and I'm so stoked on the new material and the way that it's being received by the fans. It's been really awesome.
All right, so Youngy and Max, you are now grindcore at the pro level, and you have been for a couple years now. Has anything changed from then until now?
Well, I mean, we've been going at it since 2010-ish. So it's just been a progression of just, like any band, really. We've just we were lucky to kind of establish a sound initially, like that we could call ours. It's sort of from that very first EP that we did, it was like, oh fuck, we knew we had a sound. We knew we sounded like not anyone else. Just with the way that the riffs are written, the way that the songs are put together, and the way like my vocals just came across. It was just a different thing. So we had something different. We knew that, and so it's just been a progression since then, really. And we've had some members come and go, and things happen, in the band that most bands go through these days, and we just stick together and try and keep it moving, man. Keep that forward positive motion happening all the time. And we've been lucky enough, like off the back of this record, to be able to like tour our asses off. Last year we were all over the world basically with Pantera, and we did Pantera and Power Trip in Europe, and then we did Pantera and Amon Amarth in the US, and now we toured a whole bunch of headliners in Australia and did some fests and things like that. So now we're here for this one, and we've got some more busy. We're going to Europe a bit later in the year, and do some more Australian stuff at some point as well. So
I saw you a couple of years ago with Pantera, and a couple of years for a touring band does a lot to your body. But tonight, you didn't look any different from when you did when I saw you in 2022. Like, what's going through your head when you are just going out of your mind up there? What is that?
Well, it's just a performance, I guess. It's like, it's just the passion for it. We just love playing this kind of music, and always like try and put on the kind of show that I would want to go and see. So I know like early days I was super inspired by all the 90s bands and lots of cool underground bands in Australia as well that probably didn't have the opportunity to kind of get out of Australia and get that international kind of recognition. It was like super kind of hard to get out because they're so fucking far away from everything. So yeah, it's like we kind of wanted to tip the hat to those bands, but we wanted to take it out on an international kind of level and do that. So we think we kind of achieved that, I guess, with, sounding unique and sounding kind of Australian and having that Australian sense of humor and that delivery with it. But yeah, like we just wanted to get it out there and get that sound out there to the world. So that's what we're doing.
Max, you got a particularly difficult job there. On the skins, honestly, okay, please be honest here. Do you ever get tired constantly, like?
Yes.
Oh!
But it's fun.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I saw the silhouette in the sky of the parrot, and I jumped in the Max-mobile, and here we are.
And here we are, and why not?
Max is new blood in the band. Like he's been with us now. How long has it been? Just about a year.
Yeah, just under a year.
Just under a year. But he's probably done like 100 shows or something. Something like that. We played like 100 shows last year.
Yeah, I think so.
You've probably done like 70 of them at least, I reckon.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
You've been with the band for about a year now.
Yep.
Soulfly has a massive legacy. What was it like in the beginning? I mean, was there pressure?
There was pressure, and it was a bit intimidating. The catalog of songs that they have, and trying to fill the shoes of everyone, past, present, and then moving forward, and trying to make it my own, but to honor the songs and the bass parts that are already there. But it's been an absolute blast and really cool every time I look over and see Max, and getting to lock in with Zion and becoming bandmates with a guy like Mike has been an honor and a privilege. And it's such a great time. I look forward to much more of it in the future.
Well, I mean, Mike, to a degree, I could ask you a similar question, I mean, when you first joined up, how was it? What was that like in the beginning?
Man, just like any metalhead, and growing up, it was a dream come true, man, just to be able to be jamming with Max and in Soulfly. I remember being a kid and going to see Pantera and Soulfly and Morbid Angel, and seeing Soulfly on mini tours, and being in the crowd and being a high school guy smoking weed with my friends and getting in the mosh pit, just all about it. So to fast forward to today and to be able to be a part of the legacy and the history of the band is, like I said, just an absolute dream come true. And I do not take it for granted. I take it with a grain of salt. And every time I'm up there, I try to give it all and rep Texas, my home state, as hard as I can. But at the same time, bring, like Youngy said, a lot of positivity, a lot of smiles, and still shred my ass off. So it's just a dream come true to be up there in the Soulfly history, man, jamming with my brothers, man. So it's really, really cool. It's a blast.
Well, you've definitely brought something lasting and indelible, because your work on Chama is, okay, in addition to it being an extremely heavy album, thematically, it's also extremely deep. So what I'm wondering is this. I know it's common for musicians to be in the studio and the top of the thing on their mind is, okay, I want to nail this take. I want to make sure I put something down where I don't have to go, do it again. But with it being such a deep record, I mean, did it bring you, while you were recording, to any spiritual level? I mean, did you connect with the music on any, spiritual level, esoteric or something like that?
Yeah, I honestly gonna be honest and say yes. You know, especially with it being my first Soulfly album. And I'll be specific on this when it came to the guitar solos. When it came to the solos, I really wanted to put something that was everlasting. You know, when you listen to, I'm not comparing myself to anybody, but like when you hear these certain legendary solos from certain bands, you're like, you know, the solo, you know, the band, you know, the melody. I just kind of wanted to bring that vibe to Soulfly, not more just shredding and just noodling all day. Anybody could do that. I really wanted to focus on and be picky about what notes I was playing, because I really wanted it to be something that you would remember and put a lot of soul and a feel into those notes. So I was definitely searching, searching for that right there. And when it came to the recording of certain parts of the album, so yes, I gotta say, it was a spiritual recording, man. It was pretty deep for all of us, man. It was pretty deep, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
I need to publicly apologize right now to Derek for just this action right here. I'm so sorry, Derek.
Oh, the knee action.
You're good. You're good.
Snuggle up, boys.
So this is the first night of the tour. First night of the tour. You're looking forward to the end of it, or do you hope it just like never ends?
Well, I'm happier if it never ends. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just got going today. I mean, talk to
Yeah.
us in about 5 weeks, and we'll probably be like,
yeah.
nah, this is gonna be a blast, literally.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell that just when they put the offer out and said, "Hey, GWAR, Soulfly, King Parrot," it was just a no-brainer, right? It was, you could just, every band brings something completely different, but it's complementary to each other, and I think it's just the fans are showing up and they're buying the tickets, man. The shows are selling out. So, like, I think tomorrow's sold out as well, and there's a bunch of others that are sold out. There's a lot of low ticket warnings for the other shows as well. So it's looking like it's like a lot of these shows are going to sell out. And I think because there's something different for everyone, it's like it brings in like the whole stratosphere of metalheads, you know.
I think it's gonna be like with the question, I'm not gonna want it to end, man. You know, it's the first night, and I'm stoked because we're just beginning. But if you ask me on the last night of the tour, I'm gonna be like, I'm ready for another 6 weeks. Let's keep going, man. Because God, this is what we live for. We live to get up there and jam, and we live to get on the road. We're road dogs, man. So 6 weeks, that's a good one. And being away from family, and I want to talk about that, is always a hard thing. I got my family. We all have our families back home. It's a very hard thing. And we miss everyone. But with this being, this side of things and what I was born to do and what we're here to do, this is where our comfort spot is, and we love getting out there and jamming for the fans and writing heavy riffs and playing our asses off and hanging out and doing our thing, man. So 6 weeks from now, I'm still gonna be ready for another round of GWAR and King Parrot, man, for sure.
Amen.
Yeah, for
Chase,
sure.
how are you at that? How are you at that?
I'm so glad to be back on the road and back with the guys. And this is a really fun, awesome tour package, as we've been mentioning. I'm looking forward to hitting our stride on stage, crew, everyone, which that'll happen naturally. But overall, I won't want it to end. And I'm really glad that, day one, this is an awesome tour. Glad to be out here. Yeah.
All right, so I got a question for each of you. We'll go down the line here. It's one of these I gotta ask questions. Are you hearing any particular rumblings at all, at least that you can reveal, of illegals on the horizon?
Of illegals? Well, the illegals just went on a little hiatus, but the jams never stopped. There's always talk about doing something a little more brutal, from what I remember.
Yep.
Talking with Philip about stuff. I don't know. And this tour especially too, I get a chance to hang out with Mike again for a long time. It's been a long time. I wouldn't be surprised if the guitars get pulled out, along the way. In between like tattoos and other things we're gonna do.
Yeah. I will say, And I'm always going to be honest in my answers. Everybody's busy. Everybody's busy. I'm busy with Soulfly. I don't, no signs of stopping. 100% heart is into Soulfly. Philip is doing Scour. He's doing Down. He's got In Minor, and he's got Pantera. Everybody's busy. Everybody's busy. But you never say never, One day you'll get the call and it's, hey, we're getting the band back together. As they say, we're getting the band. But, I don't see it happening anytime soon, being honest. Everybody's kind of focused on stuff, but 5 years from now, if, Philip is like, hey, let's get in a room and let's make some noise, if if I'm not doing anything and I'm hanging at home, I'm getting in my car, I'm gonna throw some Deicide on and I'm driving out and we're gonna jam some riffs, man. But right now, I'm stoked to be on the road with Derek. We've been all around the world together, and we always say we got highly illegal. We did, man. We were out there doing some stuff, and then it kind of came to a little halt. But we're back out there and hanging out. We're on the road together, so it's good to be back on the road with one of my illegal brothers. And like I said, you never know what could happen. It's metal. You just never know, man.
Blue's gonna come out to a show, he said. So.
Yeah, there you go. Our old drummer Blue might come out to one of the gigs, man. And so. And they were just at Philip's house rehearsing, King Parrot was. So, we're all, everybody's still a big family, we all still keep in touch, but right now everybody's just busy and in a good place. Everyone's happy, and you just never know, man. So maybe one day. Yeah, maybe one day. Yeah.
Cool. Jace, Warbringer stuff deep down later on in the horizon. Any rumblings?
I'll be playing Maryland Death Fest with them, and then we have some summer festivals in Europe that are definitely on the books. I'm not sure what's in the future. I have some Warbringer riffs. Whether they see the light of day or not is to be determined, but I would certainly love for that to happen and welcome the opportunity to work with them in the future as much as I possibly can. But we'll see.
Youngy Max, follow up to Young Person's Guide.
Well, we wrote one song, right? We wrote one song in the jam room, like.
We write half a song.
Yeah, no, we finished it. It was finished. It was kind of finished. I think it was a structure. It felt like a structure to me. But we wrote a song, so that was good. But we've just been busy touring so much, we haven't really had a time to sort of knuckle down and start writing yet. And we've still got a little bit of gas in the tank to keep touring this record. So, but we're keen to. We want to write. We want to get back in the studio and start jamming when we get home. So after this tour, we got a little bit of a break, couple months. We'll start jamming, and we'll do a few shows in Australia. We're going to go to New Zealand for the first time in a long time as well. Got a few shows down there, and then we'll do Europe toward the end of the summer, and then I think probably toward the end of the year, we're just going to keep writing and tinkering away at it, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, we're motivated as we've ever been, and we've got this rambunctious young new drummer in the band, so and he wants to fucking play, and he plays like a demon, so it's exciting time for us, so yeah.
If I left here without asking you the following question, I would kick myself, because you're actually the first people from Australia I've ever met, like in real life.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sheltered.
All right, here we
Sheltered.
go. Here we go.
Have you ever heard of like a sitcom down there called Howzos? Does that ring a bell?
Oh yeah. We know Howzos.
I know. What was it? Ashley was in it.
Yeah. We actually.
Yeah, one of our friends, one of our mates was in it.
No.
Yeah. I forget what
she was like the redneck girl.
Yeah, this was a long time ago, right? This was over 10 years ago, but
okay.
She was in the show. Her name's Ashley. She's a friend of ours from Sydney, and I can't remember the character, but she was hilarious. It was great. Yeah, she was a total bogan, if you know what a bogan is.
But she's like the opposite end in real life, so it was just
yeah.
That show ruled.
You like that?
I loved it.
Super Australian and ridiculous. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. We know it for sure. Yeah, it was a big deal down there.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's kind of like Trailer Park Boys, if we're
Yeah. It's like Trailer Park Boys Australia.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out, man. I love the trailer.
You
Sounds
would
good.
love it. I promise.
Yeah, I love the Trailer Park Boys. That rules.
I promise. Well, gentlemen, you guys got whatever you got to do. GWAR sounds like they're probably done slaughtering, the universe down there and everything. I don't know. You guys got to go party. Maybe you got to go right. Who knows what it was. So on behalf of myself and all the headbangers out there that love heavy metal, it has been an absolute honor. I am in a room right now with legends all across the board.
Thank you, brother.
Holy shit. I
Thanks
don't
for having
deserve
us.
to be
Appreciate
in here.
you.
So, goddamn. All right, well, everybody out there, thanks for watching. Stay wild. We'll see you somewhere.
Last words, keep it metal, keep it heavy, follow all the bands, stay in touch, hit us up. We'll hit you back up and support the scene. Yes.
All right. Wait. Hold on, Mike. What was that thing you were going to say before? You kind of stole a quote from Youngy.
So my wife told me to stop acting like a flamingo, so I had to put my foot down.
Oh, and you kind of did. You kind of did tonight because you got quite the stomp going on that stage.
Dude, bringing the energy, man, 1,000%, man. Every time, every night, man. Always a blast. Good times.
God damn. Thank you guys so much. Holy
Thank you.
shit.
Appreciate you, brother.
Cheers.
Thank you so
Ay, ay, ay.